Hello everyone, so again, today I'm going to be doing another Brandon Reach video, and today I'm going to be reacting to Brandon Menzel of a video of his that he uploaded 5 days ago. And the video of his I'm going to be reacting to is called Brandon Sampler Platter. Let me repeat that, get that again. Brandon Sampler Platter, Wendy's Krabby Patty Collab Meal, SpongeBob 25th anniversary. So I'm going to react to it. So now for let's see a video right now.
Hey,
Yo.
How you doing there again, folks? Egan, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering. Off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. I'm playing series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks. I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. Time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, this one just kind of had to happen. It was one of those things where it was like, alright. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck, and whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I might be wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today? Well, it happens to be my Unshaven Comics shirt. Yay, Unshaven Comics. Now, if you watch my show, you know that a lot of times I'll have, super nerdy stuff, or, concert shirts, or things like that. But this is something, it's a little bit extra special. It is a little bit nerdy. But Unshaven Comics are actually a group of friends of mine who, they are an independent comic book company out of Illinois, who I became affiliated with probably over a decade ago now, which is horrifying to think about. I kind of definitely over a decade ago, now that I think about it. I ran into their stuff when I was actually pitching an idea for my own comic book at my first major comic book convention that I went to. And they gave me their card, and they had a podcast, and I started listening to it, and eventually I, started showing up and bugging them a little bit, and, we kind of hit it off. They're extremely good dudes. I have nothing but the best things to say about them. They've never been anything but extremely kind and welcoming to me. They have an awesome comic called The Samernauts, which is just as fucking badass as it sounds, because it's fucking samurai astronauts. I highly recommend it. I'm going to go over there and actually put links to their social media and their website stuff and everything. I highly recommend checking out their stuff. I think they're awesome people. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Why is it? I just kind of had to do it. Well, because, folks, it's from Wendy's. And it's celebrating the 25th anniversary of SpongeBob SquarePants. It is, of course, the Boom. The Boom. And the Boom. It is the Krabby Patty collaboration meal from Wendy's. And here's the thing. I specifically waited to wear this shirt until I had a Wendy's review because Kyle, this gentleman right here in Unshaven Comics, is a big fan of Wendy's. So I wanted to debut the shirt on a Wendy's review. I was hoping for something a little bit more interesting, but it just kind of, I wasn't getting anything from Wendy's. So, let's get a thing for the thing here real quick. I'll be honest, folks, I was a little bit past the Nickelodeon days when it came to SpongeBob, but I've certainly seen episodes and stuff. All right, we got this. We got our Frosty, and we're just gonna kind of, the fries are fries, fucking. We're gonna do like this, we'll kind of, we're gonna go with the Frosty first since it's melting. And it is what the hell is it called? Pineapple Under the Sea Frosty. And folks, I love pineapple, so if this ends up being really good, this is gonna end up on my pineapple playlist, which is playlist for just pineapple reviews. Alright. Looks like this, definitely a little bit melted on the bottom, but let's give it a go.
I do apologize again, ads. Darn ads.
I love.
Darn ads.
Yeah. Kind of what I expected. Thing about Okay, that was a little bit better.
Hmm.
Thing about these like special Frosties that they do occasionally, I
Oh,
like
yeah.
the idea. They based them all off of the vanilla Frosty. I reviewed the vanilla Frosty, by the way. Go look that up. Problem is, like, it kind of cuts into just how much oomph you can give the Frosty, right?
Oh, yeah.
And that's definitely the case here. Like, there's certainly, you know, a light pineapple element to it. Let me try to stir this up a little bit. See if that helps things. Try to get a little bit more of the pineapple flavor kind of actively involved in the situation. I don't know how well it's going to work, but I'm going to try.
Yeah.
Yeah, that improved. Okay. Alright. Once I kind of mix it all together, you definitely get a better pineapple experience for sure. But it's still very light, you know.
Oh, yeah.
It's there, it's doing its thing to a certain extent, but it's definitely not at the level of pineapple that I would personally like. I have to admit, I do feel a little bit disappointed. And that, because that really was my biggest excitement point as far as this was concerned. It was like, ooh, pineapple Frosty. But, I don't know. When you really get like a good go of it, you know, when you actually do get a fair amount of the pineapple flavoring, it's actually really nice. Like, it has a decent pineapple flavor to it. More just the sweet end of the pineapple, but you do get like a little bit of that sort of tropical kick, tiniest of bits. But, you know, it's not as good as like a pineapple sherbet or, you know, something like that. But it's the fact that I have to search so hard to really get it that kind of makes me feel like, you know, why? You know, why is this? Especially when you consider, you know, again, it's a 25 anniversary thing. You would think they'd maybe do a little bit more. I mean, I guess it's the pineapple under the sea thing.
Oh, yeah.
The naming convention, okay, but like, personally, I think would have been better to just have a straight pineapple Frosty. Yeah, definitely. Because if it all tasted like the best version of this, it'd be really nice. But it's okay. I like it for what it is, I guess, but again, a little bit disappointing. Let's move on to, we've got the Krabby Patty Kollab burger, which consists of American cheese, tomato, pickle, onion, and Krabby Patty Kollab sauce on a toasted bun, which, for all intents and purposes, you know, it's just the sauce, really, that I'm going in for on this. And I got it as a double because I'm a fat guy and I'm hungry. So, let's give it a go. Been a little while since I've had a Wendy's burger. Not gonna lie. That's a nice return right there. I mean, it's a Wendy's burger.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's got some nice beefiness to it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know that I'd say it's really doing all that much for me as far as, like, being an extra special burger or anything. Well, it's perfectly fine. I'm not disliking it, but all the reasons I'm liking it for, same reasons I just like a normal fucking Wendy's burger. Krabby Patty sauce seems to be maybe like an extra tangy mayo. I almost wonder if it's like, I almost wonder if it's mixed with like a little bit of a tartar sauce or something. because that's kind of like I'm getting like a mayo tartar sauce collaboration mix.
Huh.
Because it's got like a tanginess, and then it has like sort of a tartar sauce finish,
Huh.
which would make sense when you consider, you know, what it's trying to go with.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's an interesting idea. I don't know that it was, you know, executed to perfection, but. Yeah. Now that I'm really looking for it, I can kind of go with it a little bit more. Yeah, it's an interesting sauce, I guess.
Huh.
I would have liked either I needed it to be like a thicker sauce or I needed more of it to really fully appreciate it. But at the same time, I can kind of understand why they maybe didn't do that. Because I love me some tartar sauce, but tartar sauce on a burger, I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
I've never thought to do that, but maybe. But obviously, if you do too much with that, probably not going to be a very good time. So I think mixing it with the mayo, you know, doing what they did with it to kind of make it feel a little bit interesting, but also still familiar. Not a terrible idea, but I honestly wish they would have gone a little bit further with it, just so that it would help help that experience really stand out a little bit more. And the rest of it is fine. It's a Wendy's burger, you know. I like Wendy's. Yeah, it's not a bad time. But three questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Do I think it's worth it? Maybe, kinda, not really. I mean, here's the thing. For me personally, all of it was just a little bit disappointing. None of it was bad. It was all decent enough. But like, I feel, and I looked up some of the reviews prior to doing this to kind of get a gauge as to whether or not it was even worth my time to do the review. And they seem to be very polarizing, you know. But a lot of people do seem to be kind of saying like it just doesn't feel really all that special, especially considering, again, you know, it's marking this 25th anniversary, which is a really cool thing. Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad thing, but it's like, I feel like, you know, again, the pineapple frosty, I kind of like the idea of the pineapple under the sea thing. I honestly think just a pineapple frosty would have been better, because I think it just would have made for an overall better experience. But I don't mind it for what it was, you know, it's pineapple, so, you know, there you go. And then the burger itself, I mean, again, you know, it's a good Wendy's burger. I like the idea of the sauce, genuinely, and I think that it's a creative and potentially fun way to sort of, you know, again, tie in with the sort of theming of the SpongeBob SquarePants thing. But I don't feel like they did enough with it, and then I don't, like, that's the only thing they did. You know, like, just, you know, let's add on a little bit of sauce. I feel like they could have gone over there and gone a little bit further with it. I get it, it's just a little one-off collaboration thing, but I feel like they could have made this a little bit more special, you know, personally. And the other thing is, I'm kind of surprised they didn't do, like, a junior version of it, because, I mean, yeah, granted, SpongeBob is nostalgic for people, you know, around-ish my age, but, like, you know, I think kids still dig it and stuff like that. I don't know what kids are into, but I could see myself maybe getting it again, just as, like, again, you know, just a fun little one-off, because I like the pineapple frosty. But I'd probably just get that by itself, if I can. And if I'm recommending it, like, kinda, it's one of those things, it's a fun little niche thing. I feel like you kind of half-assed it, but worst case scenario, you're getting a pretty good pineapple frosty out of it, and you're also getting, you know, a pretty good Wendy's burger. But you are also paying for the meal, so honestly, I think you'd be better off just probably getting, you know, figuring out which of those items you're maybe a little bit more interested in, kind of piecemealing it together with some stuff that you really like. Yeah, it's not a huge win, you know. It's like you know, it's at best a bronze medal. But 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of month, stupendous rest of your year, folks. Go over there themselves a truly I can't do the laugh. Fantastic rest of your life. But the whole SpongeBob thing. You know, Tom Kenny.
Oh, it's the SpongeBob laugh.
I saw Tom Kenny. at a convention one time.
Huh.
And he was with some other voice actors, and they were doing an after hours kind of deal, you know, so like after the main convention floor was done. And they had this like more mature oriented panels and stuff that they would do.
Huh.
And I got to see Tom Kenny go over there and do some terrible voice impressions as SpongeBob SquarePants that live with me to this day. Anyway, I'll do things. Number one, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me.
Yeah.
I know it. I live it. Mm-hmm. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, happy anniversary to SpongeBob SquarePants. Like I said, it wasn't, one of my go-to things. I was more of a Cartoon Network than Nickelodeon guy. But, I certainly recognize its cultural significance. And then, of course, sadly, the creator passed away. Just a damnable thing. But it is just, it's very cool, and, that it still has this lasting legacy. But anyway.
So yeah, that's the end of the video. And I hope you guys like this week's video. I hope you guys like it. And I hope you guys do like. If you don't, then I don't care. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn those notification bells on every time I upload. And share my videos, and react videos, and other videos on my channel to your friends and videos. If you want your choice. Because I am making videos. That's all you get. And don't forget to subscribe to Brandon Wenzel if you do. Subscribe to the channel if you subscribe. If you ever. And on the main channel here, we're road to 3K subscribers. And on the back channel, Chipper Jordan 2.0. And the gaming channel, Sterling Gaming. Both of them on the road to 100 subscribers. And so yeah. And that's the end of this reaction video. I know you all want more banger videos, more banger content. So I'll see you next time. Chipper Jordan signing out. And peace out, Lennons. And peace out, everyone.